astrology is working properly for this new year. And then I think it's working, it's connecting. I'm excited when everything works well, especially to start the new year. So I'm going to click on that and click here and there. And I think everything is working fabulously, if I may say. So good afternoon, everyone. Good evening for the people who are watching me from England, from Dubai, from everywhere. And I wanted to wish you a happy new year. It's pretty, happy new year. It's like 2021. I have the feeling, I feel that this year is going to be so much better. So I'm really excited about it. I see a lot of people are joining us today in the live studio. So to join me in the live studio so we can talk all together and respond to all your questions and talk about it. It's very simple. You type theworldsmedium.com/live shows, and then you just put your name, last name, you click on the button, and then you arrive in Zoom and we're all together. You can also watch the show on YouTube, and I really encourage you to subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Raphael Psychic. It takes 1 second. It helps me a lot so I can do more shows and answer more questions. You can also type in your question under the video you can see anywhere, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, once again, YouTube, and Twitch. It's kind of everywhere. So you can very easily, I don't know what that sound was. Yeah, it's in my pocket. That says that it's on YouTube. I get a message saying you are on YouTube. So yes, you can prepare your question and type them in. And let me tell you a little bit who I am, because sometimes for the first people who are watching right now today, my name is Raphael. I am the world's medium. I have been doing tarot reading for about 30 years. I connect to spirits as well. And I do readings for people from everywhere, from Dubai, from London, from Puerto Vallarta, from Paris, from you name it. I do readings for everyone, and I do different shows every week. This one, the RTW and Tarot Live, is in English, and you can ask questions. Join me in the Zoom meeting or type in your question, and then I respond using the tarot. I also talk about astrology every Sunday, and that's what I'm going to do very soon and tell you what's going to happen for the week for every sign. And also on Monday, I do a Talk to Spirits. It's a show where we can reconnect with people who crossed over. So it's more like a show oriented on, communicating with spirituality and people who crossed over. That's on Monday. And I also do a show in French on Friday. So it's tarot readings as well in French, and it's fun and it's different. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, and then I'm going to let some of the guests in. And also I'm going to tell you a little more about astrology, what is happening this week. But anyway, welcome to 2021. I think it's going to be a fabulous year. I'm excited, and thank you for joining. So I'm going to click a little bit everywhere to let people come in and join the meeting. So these are people that typed theworldsmedium.com/live show. So they are able to actually join the meeting, be with me, talk to me, yeah, we can look at each other. It's a lot of fun. So they're here right now. There's Adiba from London. There's Bo from San Diego. There's Mattia from, I think, New York area kind of thing. There's Anik, who's calling from Switzerland. There's also Thomas from Ireland. You see, I know everyone. I know where everyone is from. I hope you had a good transition from 2020 to 2021. I had a good time. I hope you did have a good time too, and it's great to be able to just move forward, something else, bring some new things. That's what we want, and the age of Aquarius, I think, is going to bring us a lot of surprises, and of course, a lot of good surprises. So I'm just checking that everyone is in the room, so nobody's like, crying outside of the room. Okay, if I could close here, that's great. And then I'm going to tell you a little more about astrology for this week, what is going to happen. So we are starting with, okay, there's another person that's coming in. I think it's going to be busy and fun today. And so that was always a little bit late. I wanted to make sure everyone has the time to connect. So today for the Aries, for this week, from Sunday to Sunday, what is going on for you, Aries? It's a time for peace, just chill out, relax. Don't have arguments with everyone. It's the moment to just, relax. This year has been so challenging for a lot of Aries out there. Now is the time to just chill, relax, cool, no stress, at least for 1 week, from Sunday to Sunday. Then we have the Taurus. Taurus this week, patience, things are a little bit slow. Taurus knows how to be patient sometimes when things don't, pick up immediately. But there will be Mars, headed in Taurus after, I think, the 7th of January. So Mars is like giving you the fire and the energy to earn more money and to, start planning for 2021. So I think it's quite cool for, Taurus. And then we have for Gemini. So Gemini is learning something new this week. You have the fluorite. It's a crystal that means, learning something something new. And by the way, Betsy, I wanted to tell you, you are just typing in a question. We can totally talk about love, but you will ask me your question when I'm actually responding to everyone, and you can say it publicly, and then I will respond to your request and see what's happening in love for you. Anyway, that was just a little interlude, if I may say, to explain how it works here in the house. And then we have so I was a Cancer now. Cancer, it's a time for cycle. Things are changing. I remember that last week it was, I could see that it was a time of transition for you. You didn't want to transition. You felt a little bit like staying in your shell, like a sea animal, like a crab. Sometimes Cancer are a bit like that. They just keep the meat inside and they put the shell outside, and they're a bit suffering inside or very emotional. But outside is like, no, everything is fine. So this week, a little bit like finally deciding to transition and to move forward. So it's going to be okay for you. And then we have Leo. Leo maybe has celebrated a little bit during Christmas and, had a bit of fun, even though it's difficult at the moment for people to enjoy to the full, but you can still do things. And I feel that was the case for Leo. And now meditate a little bit, meditate a bit, ground yourself. It's a moment to just, meditate, breathe, yoga. This is a good time for you this week. There's Kristen as well coming. There's a lot of people. It's a big party. We're celebrating New Year all together. I like that. That's a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can feel it. And then there's a Virgo this week, don't feel too lonely. Don't give everything to everyone. You have to love yourself. It's very much about doing something that will show you that you love yourself. It's not just about giving to everyone. You can also, do something for you, buy something for yourself, go shopping. It's a good moment to, buy something for yourself, just for you, not for someone else. And for now we are Libra. Libra this week, maybe you ate too much cake. I don't know. You tell me. It's a moment to, talk to your body and make sure that everything is in balance and that you didn't eat too much cake or didn't do crazy things with your body during Christmas. Who knows? You got to be careful. I'm wondering if who was Betsy? Are you a Libra? I see you laughing.
No,
Yes?
I'm Aquarius.
Okay, so it's not you yet. Okay, I'm going to tell you more for Aquarius. I know you did crazy things with your body during Christmas, so that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. So moving on to Scorpio. So Scorpio this week, it's a transition for you. It's a little bit, it's a bit heavy, sometimes things are shifting, changing from one day to another. You need to adjust to it. It's not necessarily easy, but once you transition on the other side, you're on the other side and things go through. But right now it's a bit of a transition. It's like flipping, So you gotta just do it, and flip, if I may say. That's what's happening this week. Sagittarius, be careful. There could be some weird energies around you. I remember Adiba is Sagittarius, Adiba from England. Be careful with the shadow around you, the dark energies around you. Protect yourself. We might have spoken about black tourmaline last week. It's a good crystal to protect yourself from energies and people trying to kind of take your energy and put some darkness on you. So, you need to be careful with that this week, Sagittarius. And then we have Capricorn. Capricorn, you have to adjust to this new year. The crystal that comes up is like flexibility. It's a Brazilianite, I think you say in English, Brazilianite in French. And you have to, you'll be flexible. Things are changing, things are shifting. But it's an amazing year for Capricorn. I'm jealous. I wish I was Capricorn this year because so many great things are happening for you. Very good for your business, for your work, for everything. It's really, really exciting. So it's exciting to be Capricorn. Just this week, be a bit flexible with the transition that is happening, this week as we are going in the new year. And then we have Aquarius. There we go for Betsy.
My sign. Yeah, my sign.
Yeah, it's you got it. So it's good for you. Compassion, it's a time, the Aquarius are very compassionate. It's all about the whole universe. We're all the same. We're all connecting, all on the same level. This week, it's very much about that. What are other people feeling? What am I feeling? What am I feeling like the whole world is feeling just like me? What can I share? How can we all be together on the same level? So that's very much you. And also, Betsy, we're entering this era of Aquarius. So age of Aquarius, you are the queen for like the next 2,000 years. So we just have to stay right.
Wow, that's
Betsy.
nice.
Yeah, you're the boss.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Aquarius, yes, that's you. So we'll listen to you now. Okay, you now do the show. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you. So now, bye. Bye.
Okay. I take my things. I'm just So, and then we have Pisces. So Pisces is always a bit of an emotional sign. So this week you want to, heal your relationship that you've had, make sure that everything is flowing for this new year coming. And don't let anything, don't be too sad, just try to see how you can improve the relationships you have and the relationship with other people. Make sure that it doesn't affect you too much and that you can, heal it. And the crystal that's good for you this week is a morganite. It's a crystal that is kind of pinkish. It's very nice. That could help you as well, but it's a bit pricey. But who cares? You can buy it. It's nice. A crystal is forever. They last forever. So it's never a waste to buy a crystal. Sometimes we buy things like 20 pair of shoes, and a crystal, at least it lasts forever. A pair of shoes, it lasts 2 nights, 3 nights, and then a night in the nightclub and it's ruined. But the crystals stay forever. So I encourage you to buy a morganite, a Pisces. And now, so let me just see if the Facebook and all that connected, because as I wanted to remind you, you can leave me a message when you see the window here. So I wanted to say hi to everyone on Facebook and on YouTube. And I wanted to say once more, you can, and you're very welcome if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It takes 1 second, youtube.com/RaphaelPsychic. And now I'm going to move on to answering your questions. And first, I need to kind of check who connected first today. I'm not sure. I don't remember who was the first person. I did cover Taurus, my dear Bo. Yes, I did. You need to be patient this week. It was a card of patience, but it's going to be a good year for you. There's a Mars coming into Taurus in a few days, and that's going to empower you and being a good energy for you and with the money and with everything. So it's going to be good, but be just a little bit patient this week. This is only for Sunday to Sunday. So, every week there's something new. Okay, Bo is back. She's leaving, coming back like an angel. All right. So I think the first person I have to say that asked me a question in an email, which is not always encouraged, but anyway, she really wants to know. That was Anik, who asked me a question in my email, but I would ask her to actually say it to everyone so everyone can see what you're asking, because it's more fun. Otherwise, everyone is like, okay, what is this question is replying, because we don't know what we're talking about. So Anik, are you around? Anik? Because you asked me the question.
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Bravo, great. Hello. Great to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Raphaël. Ça va?
Ben oui, super, in French. Okay, Anika, this is in English because a lot of people do not speak French, not yet, but I'm sure I will one day. What is your question again? What do you want to ask, and so we can move forward to it? Yeah.
Okay. It's can you hear me well?
Very well, yes.
Okay, cool. So my question is a little love question. I reconnected with someone I met like 7 years ago. We had a little fling, and then we lost each other, and now I'm seeing him again, and I have mixed feeling about this relationship, this beginning of relationship. So I just wanted to have your little insight that are always very useful.
Thank you. All right. So I'm going to look into this person and you. Where is this headed? Sometimes you meet someone and then a few years later you meet them again and you're like, okay, am I doing the right thing, or is it wrong, or where is that headed? But I find that history can tell you that sometimes it's not the right time in the moment, and then later you meet them and it is the right time. So let's see for you what the card wants to say to you. Okay. So you're here, he's here, and what is happening? I'm using the Marseille Tarot that I will show you in a second. Yeah, it seems it's very nice. The card that comes up is the Two of Cups for the both of you. So you complete each other, it's like complement each other. I think that's how you say. So it's a good mix. It's a good thing, I find that you're not sure about yourself, about what you can give into this relationship. You're a bit insecure about yourself, but you should not be insecure. I think he finds you very attractive because he's very excited by you, very turned on by you, which is always a good thing, by the way, in a couple, when people turn on each other, And so he really likes you. He really very attracted to you, and you sometimes feel like, oh, I'm not sure, maybe I'm not that great or whatever. So you've got that kind of feeling. So you need to change that. I think you need to work on yourself for that. Do something that make you feel like amazing physically and with your vibe. You need to work a bit on yourself. Maybe you can, there's all kind of things you can do, but do things that, when you do them, you feel like amazing. So you need to do something that's going to make you feel amazing, and then you can totally you can totally be with him. You have to adjust yourself a little bit and feel more like a star, in the relationship. It has great potential, and once you feel amazing, you'll be able to really complete the whole thing, and be a great couple. So I think it's a great thing. It's a challenge for you to love yourself more and be more like, yeah, I'm amazing, do that kind of thing. So it's kind of a fun thing to do, like feel hot, do. Sometimes there are things you can do that make you feel amazing, and that's what you need to do to make this work. But I see it working. So this is my answer to you. It's good way to start the year. I see like a good connection between you and him, and it's very much like yin and yang. It's a good thing, very good. It's actually perfect for you now, and it's going to help you to feel more powerful as well, and feel more like more special, if I may say, because you don't feel special enough. You need to work on that, on how to feel more special, because he's fine. He likes you. That everything is fine on his side.
Right.
All right. So it's
Cool.
good.
It's exactly what it's exactly what the situation is, and
Yes.
wow, amazing as always. Thank you, Raphael.
Thank you. He likes you the way you are. Stay as you are. You just have to change your perception, how you see yourself. But the whole thing is working. So you have
Yeah,
work.
exactly. That it's sometimes I'm just like, it's just because I'm insecure because he's
I
giving me
know.
all the cool signs, that it's cool, but I'm insecure, so I have to work on that.
It's the biggest challenge in life, to just feel okay with yourself and just to understand that everyone's special, So, that's yeah. So you will work on that and you will tell us next week if it worked. So this
Yeah.
week,
Okay.
do that. And I can't wait to see what has happened and for you to tell us your adventure in feeling more empowered and more amazing, because you are.
D'accord. Thank you. I
Super.
will.
Okay. Wonderful. So I'm going to see now another person. I wonder who was the next person. By the way, let me check a little bit. Let me scan you guys and see who was. I don't know. I don't have a good memory of that. I think maybe it was. Let me see. I wonder if it was Adiba or if it was Mattia, the next person who logged in. I don't know. All right. Let's talk to Adiba. Because I remember I saw an email from you before. So let's say you were next. So, give me just a second. I need to block someone on the chat. Someone is also trying to sell followers. And my followers are only real followers. I'm not buying followers. So let me just kind of put this person in the trash. Anyway, I can't. I don't know how to. It doesn't matter. It's no big deal. So let's talk to you, Adiba. And then what is your question today? How have you been this week?
So can you hear me?
We have a little sound problem again, Adiba. I cannot hear you well.
Can you hear me now?
When you are like that, yes, we hear you better. Yes.
So mainly, it happened that with Elle on New Year we said goodbye to each other.
Yes.
He said that he would like to not talk because he doesn't feel the same, he tells me, and that he hasn't forgotten, but he's just growing up and he's moving on. And he said to me goodbye to take care, and that would be the last talk. And so I accepted that. And he said that because he realizes that it's difficult for me to just be friends with him after we have been intimate with each other. And we
Yes.
have spoken so much about emotional pasts and a lot about our broken selves, I guess.
Yes.
So now it's like I am trying to just talk to other people now. And because we already have been having a break since before New
Mm.
Year for like a week or two already, not speaking. And he never messaged me at all. I
Oh,
was the one that messaged him Happy New Year's. And so, like, yeah, I don't know what else to say, but there are loads of people popping up, but kind of feels really weird. Still very like numb, I
mm.
guess, for some reason. I don't
Wait,
know, but
what feels dumb, you mean? What feels dumb?
oh no, numb.
Dumb.
Numb.
Okay, sorry, I didn't understand. All right, okay. So I want to remind everyone what we're talking about because, for people who never watch, so Adiba was dating someone called L, or is dating someone called L who had a lot of issues and kind of emotional issues, if I may say. And Adiba was really next to him and listening to what was happening and helping him through, but it seemed to be very challenging. So now at New Year, they said goodbye kind of thing, and now Adiba is wondering, I guess, what to do, what's next. Yeah. I personally feel that it's not over. That's what I'm feeling without putting the cards. I don't feel that it's over, but let me put some cards and see exactly what's going to happen between the two of you. And then from that, you'll see if it's better if you start, dating other people, or if it's better to kind of wait a little bit, be patient, and see what is going to happen. If there's good things for the two of you still. I wanted to say Happy New Year to Eve as well, who's connected right now. And there is Fatih as well from Facebook, who's connecting and sending us a fun drawing that you can't see, but I can, and I think it's fun. A little emoji. It's more drawing, but it's fun. It's like a woman with some tree behind, and it's fun. Okay, so let's see for you, Ediba and Elle, what is the future of the two of you, if I may say. So you're here, Elle is here. What is happening? What is going on between the two of you? You're here. He's here. All right, this is sense of judging. To me, from what I see, it's not over. So you need to be a little patient right now with what's happening. He said no now, but I feel that he's gonna come back. I'm really feeling that sense. So maybe this is not the right moment to start going around and looking around for other people that soon. I would wait a little bit and see what's going to happen, because I see some kind of reconnection. Yes, I do see some reconnection with him, So I feel that you need to work this out, and there's going to be some surprises. He's full of surprises, this guy, like sometimes he tells you something, sometimes another one. So just wait a little bit, patience for you. It's very much about patience. Let me see what I saw for, yeah, you know what? Let me just see for Sagittarius what I saw this week. I was just double checking what I had for you. It was, let me just see a little bit. I just wanted to, because I forgot what I told you about. So yeah, the shadow, so be a little bit careful and wait for this darkness to clear. But I feel that he's going to come back, and I feel that he's judging you for knowing him too much, which is not fair. But whatever, this is how it works, So he judges you for
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Now it's
I
good.
can
It's a bit of a
realize that.
mirror.
Yeah, he has been like always, actually, I think that it has always been in my mind that because I know him a bit too much, because he told me a
Exactly.
lot when he opens up to me, like when he lets his guard down,
Yeah.
he told me a lot about himself, so I know a lot about him, and I think that scares him a lot. And
Yes, 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 yes. Because he's scared of like everything he told you. It's like he doesn't want people to judge him on what they know about him, because it's not, he feels embarrassed, or he doesn't want you to know everything, but you know everything. So, but once again, I feel that it would not be the right moment to kind of look for other people right now. I think it's a good moment to be patient and see what comes next. Next, I feel there will be a reconnection, and I don't feel like a breakup, but you have to make sure that you can manage, his moods and mood swings, if I may say, or change of mind. And this is part of it. That's what I would say. All right.
how long though before?
I feel soon. I feel something is going to come up he's going to change his mind very quickly. I feel something very quick. Yes, it's about to change. So you don't have to wait for too long. I feel, just wait a little bit for what's going to happen.
All right, I will hope to keep you updated until next week.
Please keep us updated, and also do not hesitate telling him that you are here for him, and and like if he wants to talk, you're around, and you're not upset, or it's important he
Oh,
feels comfortable with you.
because mainly we haven't spoken to each other after New Year, and
Yes.
I don't know if I should reach out to him because he said goodbye to me and he was a bit drunk, he told me to. So I was like, yeah, I think he didn't have the courage to say those things, but he told me that he didn't feel all right at first to not text me, but then he got used to it. And
Okay.
so he's like a bit wishy-washy sometimes with his
Mm.
feelings especially, and it's pretty difficult to deal with, I think, if someone else was to deal with him, unless it was for the emotions, but yeah, it's kind of tough.
Yes, so I do encourage you to send him a message. I feel this, just saying you're here for him, and like, how are you today? And like, let's be in touch. And yes, I would do that if I were you. And wait until the wheel is turning again, because it will turn very soon. So don't go around like meeting tons of people and then you will regret, because you're like him. So I that's what I'm sensing for you. All right. Okay, cool. And keep us updated next week. I would love to know what has happened. And then I'm going to move on to Mattia, who's around there. So Mattia, how are you? Can we hear you?
Happy New Year, Raphael. How are you today?
Happy New Year. I'm doing great. I'm happy to see you that you are joining us again. It's great
Thank
to,
you.
reconnect every week. So how did you celebrate? Did you have a little celebration for New Year?
Yeah, we basically stayed home after a while. We just
Okay.
got too tired. We had invitations to go here, go there. Eventually, everybody just stayed home.
No, sometimes it's good to stay home, you know, like there's so many crazy people. Sometimes it's sweet for New Year. You're home and happy, you don't say.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
it's
it
good.
was nice.
And New Year still happens, even if you're home, you still, you know, it doesn't stop the New Year from happening, basically. That's not funny, by the
Exactly.
way, but that was not even a funny joke. But Mattia, what is your question today? But it's still funny.
Well, Raphael, I want to know. Everywhere I turn, everywhere I look, I see the number 18. What does that mean?
Oh, that's so interesting. What an interesting question. Why do you see 18? Hmm. I don't know what to say, but I see 18 bottles. I don't know why, but I see 18 bottles, one next to the other. Don't ask me why. I see a bar behind and I see like 18 bottles. Does this speak to you? I see bottle of wine next to the other with a bar behind. I don't know how that can speak to you, but that's the image I'm getting when you say that to me.
I say that's a lot of wine.
18 bottles. I see these bottles. I see 18 bottles, one next to the other on shelves behind the bar. And what does, I don't know. Let's stay. I will tell you if I feel something different. Stay with us, and then I will tell you if that speaks to me a little more as I go. I will keep rolling in the back of my mind, and I will tell you if I feel something about it because that's all I'm feeling right now. I feel these bottles in the bar behind, and I almost feel like this atmosphere of a saloon kind of area thing, and yeah, 18 bottles. Yeah, it feels that's a setting I see behind this 18 number. It's a
Okay, because I'm
setting
not
as well.
really
It's
a
like a space.
drinker.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not saying you're a drinker, but it could be in connection with, you know, I don't know, past life or something. I feel an area like that, and there were 18 bottles. That's the image I'm getting. But I will see how this comes back. You know, maybe I will get more, and I will definitely come back to you when I get back to you if I get more insight. But I don't. It doesn't really. That's all I see for
Okay,
now.
thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Stay with us because there might be
Yes.
more. It's gonna, I will, you know, and then that thing never ends anyway in my mind. You know, even when I disconnect after that, I'm still thinking of each one of you or each and everything. You know, so it keeps, you know, it never stops. So there might be something that comes up to me tomorrow, and I will tell you for sure.
Thank you, Raphael.
All right, you're very welcome. Great to see you. And then we're going to move on to, I think maybe it was Thomas who was next from Ireland. So we can hear his lovely accents. We have all kind of accents here, which is fun for me to discover and to reconnect with. Hello, how
Hello,
are you?
good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Were you able to celebrate a little bit?
It's we went back into like a level 5 lockdown, so
I know, it's completely crazy.
no. But some people had invite me to a house party, another house party, but I stayed at home.
All right.
Um,
Well, never
yeah,
mind. We're here together, all together, celebrating this new year and trying to see what will happen to us in 2021, you know,
yes,
in different sector. What would be your question today? What would you like me to answer?
yeah. I want to say before, I remember I asked about if I get a loan, and the
Yes.
first time I didn't get the loan, but then I applied again and I got the loan. And
Oh,
you said,
congratulations.
thank you. You said, oh, it'll probably be less, or they might be kind of like, no, we won't give it to you, but it's you, okay, we will. And it was kind of like that. On the phone, he said no, and I was like, come on, blah blah blah, and he goes, okay, but we give you less. So yeah,
All
I
right.
wanted to tell you that. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's good that it happened. It's good that you get the loan so you can do
Yeah,
what you wanted to do with it. So that's great news to start the
but
year.
yes, good. Yes, exactly. I was going to ask about work again, but I think there's on the roll. I'd like to ask about my relationship. Just
All right.
when Anika, I think it was Anika, when she was talking, it was kind of like, yeah, myself and my partner were talking about maybe opening the relationship up a bit, or to maybe invite someone, like have a threesome or different things. So I was like, insecurities coming up, and maybe yes, no, it's exciting. So yeah, I'm just wondering overall, how do you see the relationship? Is it
All
going
right.
good in the right direction or no? Yes or no?
All right, so let me see a little bit him and you. First, I'm going to show you my cards because I haven't showed them yet. And it's not always the same cards for everyone. I actually pick new cards for everyone because somebody said to me, you've got to show the cards. Maybe you get lucky and just always pick the same two cards that you have on your table, you know, like Vegas style. No, I always pick new cards for everyone, you know, and I have different decks as well. And I'll just take a second to show you as well. I've got this Tower of the Tsar, which I like very much because it's gold and red and it's luxurious, and I like it a lot. It's very much like a Russian Orthodox kind of influence. And I also have my crystal card. I'll show them to you again before you all go to bed or before Thomas goes to bed because it's a bit late, I guess. No, it's not that late.
No.
So these are my crystal cards. Okay, let me get back to, okay. So now I've done it. I showed you I've got cards, yeah? Okay, so it's not always the same card, I promise. I don't always stay the same to everyone. That would be a little bit terrible, if I may say. So Thomas, let's see for you and your partner where the relationship is headed, you know, between you and him. So let me shuffle these cards and see what is happening. So you are here and your partner is here. And where is this headed? There's two cards coming up, but anyway. You're here is here. There's a sense of tiredness, if I may say, you know, in the relationship. Maybe also because of what happened in the year, you know, I guess for a lot of couples, it's been a little bit crazy. So it's a bit of a, it's hard for him, I feel, you know, he feels like there's a bit of a lack of excitement emotionally. I actually in the mind, you know, it's not excited enough in the mind right now. And for you, you feel like it's not nourishing you inside, your spirituality. This relationship is not really nourishing you, if I may say. And him, it's in the mind. Something is a bit of a struggle, you know. It's very difficult for him to understand maybe you or how you're a little bit like thinking differently at the moment, you know. That's what I feel is the issue. It's rather than bringing someone in at this point, I think I would really try to have a proper conversation, you know, to sit down and see exactly why you can't communicate, because bringing someone in will not work. This is not the problem. The problem is more like you don't understand each other anymore at this point, and you need to really sit down and maybe evaluate exactly why you guys are together to start with, you know, and what did you want to share together? What do you want to share together? You know, what is the purpose? And I'm going to pick a crystal card to see what they want to tell you. What is the purpose of your relationship with him? Because at the end of the day, we meet someone in life, there's a purpose, there's something to exchange, you know, and then that's why we're together. That's why the life brings us together. So let's see why life brought you together, you know, and it's good to remember, you know, okay, when we met, that's how it felt. And that's what we were looking for in this relationship. And let's see now where it's at. So why are you together? Well, because you're helping each other with your heart, you know, with feeling better. This card that comes in is the heart healing. So you both, you know, we all get into relationship with heart, emotional, you know, sometimes imbalance, and you know, and meeting someone helps us to fulfill this imbalance or to understand them. So I think you need to refocus on that with him. How does this relationship brings you this heart healing thing, or doesn't? So, and that's why you are together. You're not here to kind of that's what you are bringing to each other, heart healing, emotional healing. So maybe you need to sit down and ask him, or maybe on the phone or whenever you see him, but just say, you know, how are you feeling emotionally at the moment? Do you feel loved? Do you feel alone? Do you feel upset? Do you feel, what's going on in your heart?
Yes,
that's what's going on in my heart.
Yeah, he's going
okay,
through.
He's like,
yeah.
Because the focus right now is not focused on the right thing. It's not about bringing someone in or whatever. It's like the focus of the relationship. You've lost focus, you know. Inside, deep down, you are here to kind of feel better inside in your own self, in your heart. And now this is not what you're doing. So you need to refocus on that, you know, very much like the heart healing. This is the core of everything. And your problems come from that, from not focusing on that, from the emotions. So you really need to sit down and talk about emotions, not about bringing someone in. And then see what comes up. You know, maybe it's fixable, maybe it's not, maybe there's a need for a transition to something else. But first, you need to remember why you were together, you know. And I think a lot of people lose sense and track of that when they're in a relationship for a long time. They forgot, okay, now we are in this thing for I don't know how many years or months. And now in the end, you don't even know. And when somebody's breaking a plate against the wall, you completely forgot why you got together to start with, and someone's screaming or is bored in bed or whatever. Yeah, but remember why to start with you decided to be together. And for you, that's the answer. Yeah. So you need to really focus on that. I love this crystal, by the way. I never know how it's pronounced in English, but dioptase, I guess it's a green crystal that I think is gorgeous, by the way. It comes from Africa. I don't own one. I really want one. And it's a great crystal for the heart. Heart matters. If you want to treat yourself with a loan you had, buy a nice piece of dioptase. It's an amazing stone. And you could meditate with it. And it's so beautiful. I see Kristen Googling something on the other side. Maybe she wants one too. Get me one too, por favor. It's amazing crystal, amazing green. So that's a very good stone for you. Maybe you can buy a little piece for you, a little piece for him. I would recommend that, and let me know how things are going to be for you, in this relationship, and if that works. What I'm advising you to do.
Yeah, thank you. No, that sounds perfect. Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here.
Cheers.
And for joining us, and it's great to have you with us. And then Sofiane cannot join the Zoom. The Zoom app is not working. He has a question. Okay, so I'm going to answer. He's actually on Facebook. Sofiane is always here every week, but this time he's on Facebook. He can't connect or something. That happens, Not everything's perfect. So Sofiane is asking, he has a question about when am I going to Prague to do my exams, and am I getting any answer from the embassy this month or not? It's about my studies too. I have to remind everyone, timing and tarot is not always precise. So I'm going to try to get a sense of this answer you're asking. When are you going to go to Prague? And if that's happening. So let's see a little bit. Okay, when? So let me shuffle the cards and see a little bit month by month when you are likely to go to Prague. By the way, I don't know if anybody has been to Prague there, but it's gorgeous. It's the most beautiful place in the galaxy. I recommend you to visit it if you can, especially if you have a lover. It's a great place to be with someone you love. Yeah, Kristen, that would be fun. And then you can walk around, on the bridge, and you feel like a prince or a princess. I can't even describe how amazing it is. It's like a movie. So let's see if Sofiane can go to Prague and when. Let me take a look at the cards. All right, so let me see if it's happening in January, February, March. Let's see for the next 3 months. February, March. I would say March, April. That's really what I'm sensing, Sofiane. March, April, I feel like if there's paperwork to finish, you're mentioning the embassy, by the way, so they probably have a paperwork to do to go to Prague. I feel that you're finishing the paper in January, February, and then I can see you going there in March, April, March, April. So yes, I guess that's replies to your question. I hope that brings a bit of clarity. I wanted to say hi to Eve as well. Eve, we can ask a question, but it's in English today. So Friday is French, Sunday is for the English people and American people. So if you can write it in English, that's great. In French, it's going to be a bit difficult today, mon cher Yves. Aujourd'hui, c'est en anglais, mais vendredi, c'est en français. Voilà. So now we can talk to the next guest. So let me visualize a bit who's here, who's not. There was Betsy before. I think she disappeared completely. Or is she still here? Because she was one of the first person to join. Betsy, are you still around? I can't see you. Maybe I don't click the right button. But anyway, you will reappear. You were in your car before, so maybe you're driving a little bit. And then come back with us. And then So we are going to talk to Kristen. Hello. How are you doing? Prague. When are you booking your ticket?
I know.
Everyone wants to go
I should ask that question. When am I going to go on a romantic vacation next?
All right, so let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I hope it's Prague. Honestly, it's the most beautiful place. I have no words. It was such a shock. I was in Prague just to catch another plane to go to another city, and that's the reason why I went to Prague. I was like, whatever, I'm going to check it out as well, But just to go to the airport. There was no flight from Vienna, so I thought, okay, I'm going to Prague with a train and whatever, And I got in there, I was like, oh, holy shit! It was the most amazing city I've ever seen in my life, much nicer than Paris. It was a dream. So let's see when you are going to go to a romantic next
Will
time
I
you're
go,
gonna go to a
will I, with the lover that I want to go with, will I go on a
It's
romantic?
better than if you have to go with a lover you don't want to go with. Otherwise, that's a pain. Yeah, that's not very nice. It's better if it's
I've been on that vacation.
yeah, we all have. Yes. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, so I'm checking for the next 4 months. It's not really realistic with the situation, but you know what? I'm a little bit surprised from what I see because there could be talks about going somewhere, and that's coming very soon, like now, around now. And I feel like it's connected to work as well, by the way. So you could very, very likely have a conversation at the beginning of the year, which is now January, February, about maybe doing that sometime. I don't know if that speaks to you, but it's quite exciting knowing the whole story and knowing you very well. That could be very good. I like what I see. You know, the Four of Wands is very much something you are preparing, and that's January, you know, and
Right.
then all that money coming in. So that can be success, work. So they could be maybe something connected with work, going somewhere, and with someone you like.
Right,
Find
going
ways
on
to-
a location to be with them or something, right?
You what? Sorry, I didn't
Going on
understand.
a location to
No,
be
no,
with.
no, no. I felt something different. No, the question I was asking is like going on a trip, you know. So it feels like there's a talk, there's a talk about that that's going to take place very soon, like now, like January, February. So things could go much deeper than you imagine.
Oh, wow. So like, even
Mm.
though you can't really travel right now, you
But
could
it might
talk about
change
it,
with the vaccine and stuff. You know, maybe it's going to change quickly. You know, we don't know.
or just talk about it. Just say, hey, you know, I know
Yeah.
you can't do it now, but like in the spring, I would love to take you, blah, 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 or something.
Yes, I think it's a great occasion to talk about it and to plan something. And by the way, I just wanted to say there's someone on Zoom. He's saying, hello, boss. Yes, I am the boss. Somebody is asking me, Victor, what is the Zoom link? So Victor, you know what? The link is just under the video. You should see a link saying join the Zoom, and then you click on it, and then you arrive, you know, you land with us, and you will be with us. So you feel very free clicking the link under the YouTube video. There's a link saying join the Zoom. And if you click on it, then you will be with us. And if you're not with us, if you can't manage, because that happens sometimes, I will respond to the question you're asking me. Okay, you're joining, so it worked. That's the proof that it's working. I can see Victor is now with us. So he clicked on the link and he's with us. So Kristen, yes, I think something is happening like shortly, you know, and it could surprise you. I don't feel it will surprise you, but it can sound surprising today that
Right.
I'm telling that to you, but still, you know, actually, no, it's not surprising because I know that more than
Hello.
you think. Oh, there's somebody else. Dr. Victor is joining us
How,
from YouTube.
how
Hello?
are you today?
Very well, thank you. How are you? Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Great that you
Good
could
to
join
see
us.
you.
Good to see you too. It's great that you could join us from YouTube directly. You are the evidence and the proof that when you
I'm
click
happy
on
to
the
join
link,
you.
sorry?
I'm happy to join you guys.
Absolutely, that sounds great. So tell us, Victor, what is your question today? I have my tarot and I can answer any question you may have. You mentioned something about your career in the chat.
Yeah.
So you wanted to know, you said you wanted to know what's happening between now and March in your career, what I can see, right?
So I've been on a low-paying job for some time now, and I would like
Yeah.
to know how my career will be in the next 3 to 6 months. I want to know if I'm going to get a better job, or if I'm going to maintain the same job, or maybe I will have a pay rise or promotion or something like that. I know I've been struggling with my career since 2019. So I
All
just
right.
want to know what the outlook would be this
All
year,
right.
2021.
All right, that makes sense. So I'm going to check for the next 3 months. What is the evolution? What is, you know, what the card want to say about what's happening in January, February, March. I'm going to do a little bit of a little outlook and see what is going on for you career-wise. So let me see January, February, March. What is happening? There are good things coming up actually now. I feel, you know, I feel there's some creative opportunity happening. I feel when somebody is asking you already or is about to ask you, do you want to join us in the team? There's a sense of joining a team, you know, there's the 9 of cups, which means like a community, a society of people. It's creative. They're very nice people. There could be a connection with entertainment, something fun. So it's definitely more fun and it's very much about being sociable, connecting with others. So I see like an opportunity coming, you know, for you. And I feel that more in February, but it's already starting now. Somebody may call you now, you know, like this week or at the beginning of the year and tell you, would you like to be part of us, part of our group, you know? So I like what I'm seeing there. The only thing I'm not 100% sure about in the long run is that it will look very good at first, but in the long run, you will have to be careful because the project is very good, but the way it's being managed is a little bit challenging sometimes. There could be some issues in March, but I see in the end, there's a 10 of Cups coming up, so it's an accomplishment. So what I would say is that this whole social environment, this group of people is calling you to join them. There will be some challenges in March, March, yeah. But then it will clear itself. And so there's a lot of happiness I see around that. There will be an evolution, something new happening, and something that really makes you happy. That's what I can say. Is it going to make you rich? I don't know, but it's going to be a much better solution, much better position for you. So it's something good. And people that care about you, that will be working with you, will be part of this group. So it's very positive what I see, It's good people you're going to be working with.
Oh, great. I'm so happy to have this communication. I'm excited about the positive things that is ahead for me.
There
2021. What you're referring to, are you talking about the new opportunity that is coming or where I am currently?
No, the opportunity that's coming, I see some people calling you and offering you to join them in a group. It's a group of work. It's very much about social life, connecting with each other, caring about each other. But there's a sense of creativity as well. You could be part of a group like that. And I feel they're calling you to tell you, join us, and it's a very good group for you. So I feel this is what's coming up next. Like now, I feel January, February, and that's leading to something very good. So there will be more joy as well in what you're doing, the work you're doing. There's a lot of joy coming around and a lot of great people. So that's what I like about it. You will be satisfied and excited about being part of this group. It's joining.
But I have to be careful. But I have to be careful about making that decision.
I'm sorry. What was that? Can you say it again?
I can sense that I also need to be careful in making that decision because of the long term.
No. I think it looks very good. The problem is the people on top of it, I find, can be a little bit strange. The people that are on top of this group can be a little bit, they're not as nice as the group. But no matter what they do to you, I feel that you will still be fine. You will be able to fix whatever they want to do to you or whatever evaluation they want to do over your work, over the group. The group will survive and will still be okay, So I totally encourage you to do it, just knowing that it's not all little flowers and little flower power fun, Sometimes you get into a new opportunity, a new job, and everyone's happy, smiling, oh wow, fabulous. And then you find out that there's a bitch somewhere that's hell, that's in charge of the whole thing, and you didn't meet her first, but then you meet her, you're like, whoa, who are you? I never met you. So, and that's what's going to happen. But the bitch cannot, actually, it's a man, it's not even a woman. It's a man that's going to be a little bit not easy, but never mind, because in the end, I find that you make it work. So it's just, it's okay, I feel that you will be in good hands. Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I can have my second and last question.
No, because we spent quite a bit of time with you and we're going to soon be at the end of the show. But you are very encouraged to come back next week. And that's why there's many viewers and people that come back every week. And it's great having you, but I have to allocate time to everyone.
I do appreciate. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. And subscribe to my YouTube. I think you probably are already because you came from YouTube, which is the best.
I'll do that. Okay. Greetings from Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Greetings to you.
Thank you.
So,
bye-bye.
Let's see who else is around. So there are some questions in the chat as well. So let me see what's happening. Okay, that's in there. No, I think that's all good here. And then I think Betsy has disappeared. Oh no, there's Jan. I forgot Jan, of course. Happy New Year, Jan.
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good.
Perfect. Did you celebrate a bit?
I did.
Of course you did.
I just actually, but we stayed home and we celebrated.
That's the best. It's safe.
And watch TV.
That's good. What did you watch, by the way?
What did we watch? Oh, Mad Max, the new Mad Max.
I didn't know there was new Mad Max. It's interesting that you watch that because sometimes I feel, and I'm a little bit scared. I hope the world does not end up like Mad Max, like the old one. I remember with Tina Turner flying around and like crazy. I hope we don't end up with some kind of Tina Turner telling us what to do, like in the desert. So we're all hoping that 2021 will be a little more easy than the movie. I didn't watch the new one, but I can imagine it's probably a little bit scary. And so let's hope we don't end up in Mad Max, because that, you know, a lot of science fiction movies that we watched a long time ago, or TV shows or whatever, it seems that this is what's happening to us now. So let's hope Mad Max will leave us alone.
Right.
That will not
Right.
end up like that, you know, because sometimes I'm a bit worried. So, all right. So, yeah, tell us, what is your question today? What's been happening this week apart from Mad Max?
Uh, um, I tried to talk to Hot Guy about him not living in the house, and then he refused to admit it.
Really? What did
He
you
just
say?
he just said that's not true, and then I have to go. So I was like, okay.
But, but you had to go? You mean you were in,
Oh,
you were in that house?
we were on video chatting.
All right. Okay. 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 That's weird. Yes. Yeah. I mean, no, that's not weird according to what I saw, because I saw it was a little bit of a, you know, changing the reality of things.
So,
But it seems that, yeah, it's great. I think it's very good to confront people with things, you know, when they're lying or something. Sometimes, you know, it's very good to be honest and say, by the way, I know you don't live there. That place where we went was not your house. Because, you know, we're grown ups, you know, it's not like we're not 3 years old. Sometimes it's good, a bit of truth is good, because if
Right.
not, I got my cards and I would tell you
Right,
what is true and what is not.
right. So anyway, I met someone else online. I haven't met him yet, but he
All right.
seemed really cool. So I wanted to see what you thought.
All right, so let me see for this new person, and then let me see. I just want, Bo is sending me a private message, but then she disappeared. I just wanted to check that before. Okay, I guess she will reappear. Yeah, I guess she will reappear at some point, maybe before the end. Okay, so now let's see for this person, Jan, if this person is good or not for you, and if we can see more about him. You know, we want to know if this guy is good. So let me see. So you're here, Jan. The person is here. What is you're here? No, it's very bad. I have to say, not a good choice. Yeah, it's not a good. This person you're talking to online right now, I feel, is a bit of a nightmare. You did not select the right. I mean, it might look great on the photo and be a fun person to talk to, but I still like the you know, this card. I completely forgot the name of it in English. I'm completely losing my spirit. Maybe Crystal can
Tower?
help us. The tower. Yes, yes, yes. So the tower is there, and the tower, because he has a lot of issues. It's hard for him to be stable and to be okay with himself. He might even have mental problems. You know, not mental, but issues. Yeah, there's issues in there. So be very careful with this person. I would not encourage you to actually go to their house, first of all, you know. I do encourage you maybe to meet them, because it's great to see for yourself, you know, if I'm right, and if you know, but I feel that it could be quite explosive, you know. It could be a little bit of a not a great conversation with this person, because he's struggling, and he might be jealous of you as well, because you got your shit together, if I may say, you know. You're that's the way you come across, you know, and he doesn't. So he might get upset. Like, it could be, you know, sometimes you meet someone from a different background or different kind of environment, and you really like, let's say, walk by the ocean, and this other person hates the ocean. They only like the mountain, and then you start talking about it, and then they hate you for liking to be by the ocean, and they start telling you you're some stupid bikini queen from the beach, and then you're like, what is this stupid hermit from the mountain, you know. Could be a little bit like that. This is just an example, but, you know, it could be worse than that. Or it could be somebody's voting for that, the other one's voting for this, and someone loves that, and the other one's like, I crazy, I hate that. So it could be a bit of that going on between the two of you. I don't really like what I see. Yes,
Okay.
I have to say. But there's the only potential is there's something kind of creative in between you, maybe in the conversation, but I feel there's a lot of conflict, you know, that I can see there. There's a lot of conflict. You don't have the same views on about life.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's you don't have the same view on life. You are, I think you're more free in some kind of way than he is. Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.
All right, thank you for asking. It was great to see you again. So Bo disappeared, Betsy disappeared as well. Or maybe she's still here, because I only see 5 people, but there's actually 8 people, but I don't know.
I'm here.
Oh,
No, I'm
she's here. I thought you disappeared. I didn't click the right
That's
button.
strange because I can see you. I hear everything. I see myself.
Wonderful. It's just
Yeah.
that you know what? Anyway, it's a technical thing, because when the chat appears on the side, it cuts the screen, and then I don't see everyone anymore.
Oh, I
Let me
see.
And
Yeah.
I'm always hesitant in clicking things, because I don't want to disconnect things. Anyway, now it's working. So you're here, bro. Can you ask us your question and then we can,
Yes,
I can address it. Yes.
yes. My question is, um, somebody told me this
Yeah.
past week that my husband is totally complete with me and the marriage, and things may change in 1 year, but for right now, I should just allow him to leave. And I'm thinking that, I mean, um, I'm thinking that because he wants, he's really very powerfully wanting the divorce and the separation of the two of us. I'm saying, okay, if there is any future, because you have told me the same, that after some while, in a year or so, things may change. I'm saying, okay, I'm willing to give him the divorce, and as long as I can stay in the house for another year to see how things are going to pan out. So my question is, should I suggest this to him, that we get the divorce before selling the house, and maybe he will give up on selling the house?
But first of all, I have to ask you, who told you, like another psychic or a person that he said that to directly, like, I want to do the divorce, I don't want to be.
Yes. Well,
Who
this
told that to
this
you?
was somebody. Yes, she is a psychic. She is
Okay.
a friend of mine,
Okay.
and she was doing it, just a friendly visit, just
Yeah.
a free energy reading, which was
Mm,
actually pretty accurate what she said. But when she got to the point of the future, I'm like, I don't know how
mm,
I can allow him to leave, which I'm willing to do, as long as I stay around, I stay in the house, and I see how things are going to unfold in a year.
yes.
You know.
Well, I just want to tell you, it's always very good to compare, all the readings with other people. But in that one case, with all the readings I've done with you, connected to this story and this relationship you have, I find it completely against what I saw, So I find it very different what you're telling me, what this person told you. I absolutely disagree with the advice she gave you. From my own
Good.
reading, I never felt
Yes.
there was going to be a divorce, So no, I would
Yes.
say this is, I don't want to say this is bullshit, but I
Yes.
feel a bit like
Okay.
that. Yeah, the advice I feel is bullshit. Sorry, I have to say
Okay.
I disagree with the
Okay.
advice she gave you, because we did, we talked about it a lot, and it always showed me that I didn't feel there would be a
Yes.
divorce. I don't feel that deep down he wants a divorce. So
Yes.
no, I feel this advice is terrible, that she got you. So
I mean, he filed for divorce and he talks about this a lot, but I have the
yeah,
feeling that he just wants his temporary freedom or freedom,
yeah,
and see what he can do with it. And one day things may change the other way
yeah.
for us to stay together.
Yes. Anyway, I don't feel that it's a good idea right now to move in the direction of the divorce. I never felt that way, and that's my advice. To
Okay.
you. I do not feel that at all. I never felt it. I never, absolutely never felt it. Although I would have never advised you to kind of like make it work with
I
him.
know.
That would
I
have been
know.
completely stupid for me.
I've
And
known you
yeah,
for a while. Yes. Yes.
exactly. So no, I find that. The problem as well, I find sometimes with psychics or readers, it is very difficult for some people, and I've worked with lots of them, especially in Venice. I lived in LA for many years, and I was working with a lot of other readers and psychics and stuff. And I have seen a lot of women coming to see a psychic woman, and sometimes some of the women would get carried away into their own story, some readers, I have to say, with the clients, and then they would say, oh, all men are horrible or whatever. First of all, this kind of concept are a little bit crazy sometimes. People say, oh, men anyway, they're terrible, or women are terrible, or whatever. No, there's no men terrible, women terrible. Everything is unique. And I have
agree.
seen sometimes people mixing a little bit their own story or their own feeling about situations, and then saying, and what I'm always trying to do with the cards and my intuition, even though I don't approve with something or I don't think it's a good idea, what the final thing, when I give advice, is the intuition I have and my cards, whether I like it or not, this is what it is. That's what matters to me. So the advice I gave you, I don't know, this husband you have. So I
Right.
don't know anyone anyway, around you. I don't know them. So it really comes from my intuition. And the feeling I had was very much, I didn't really see a sense of a divorce So what she said to you or what this friend said to you, maybe that's their own understanding, you know, of the
Yeah.
situation, and that's how they want to see it. And but doesn't have to be right, you know, what they saw for you for that. I feel differently. I have to
Yes.
say what they said to you, I feel is a bad idea. But once
Well,
again, it's to you to see what advice works the best for your situation and what you want to follow. That's why it's good sometimes
I
to compare, you know, different
I
readers.
would like us to have a chance, even if it is within a year, that things can go in a better direction for both of us. I would
Yes,
love that to happen. And
yeah,
I think that my place being here and being in the house all this time, I mean, he's free to leave if he wants to, but I'm gonna stay because that's what feels right to me.
yes, I
And
hear you.
he
But what
said,
is exactly your question today? I mean, I
my
understand you had a
question is,
reading.
what is the best thing that can happen these 3 months or this year, whatever, for the marriage?
Uh,
What is the best thing to happen that will happen to our marriage? And you put a time frame, whatever's comfortable to you. I would go for 2021, but even 3 months is still okay. Whatever feels good, right to you.
You know, I feel that because we spoke about it quite a little bit, I feel you need to stay, you know, that's what I felt. You need to stay with him. That's what I was sensing, you know. So even without the cards, with how we explore the situation, that's my take on it. You need to stay with him.
I'm staying. I know I'm staying.
So you stay, you stay. Because you know, when there's only a certain, you know, we can't ask the same question. Like, you know, for me, it's so clear in me, so I can't even ask a question because it's
Yes.
obvious to me. So I don't see why you know, for me, my intuition tells me that, and it always has. So I think it's more about you working out the situation with him, you know, and working. This time is to you to make it work, not to the psyche, not to another reader, not to anything. It's to you to really understand the situation and get what you want. That's how I see it. You know, you got to work on your life right now, because sometimes, yes, it's good to have advice and do clearing, but in that one case, I think you have to make it work. You have a piece of work in front of you, and you
Yeah.
got to do the work, because
And
that's what you want.
all I
And you
want is
can.
stability. Yes.
I
All I
know, but
want
you
is
can.
stability.
So focus on that. And
Okay.
remember, you're very lucky as well. I always felt a lot of
Yes.
luck around you. Remember, you've got your guidance, you've got the angels around you, and you have to use that now at this point. You know, it's very important
Yes.
that you use this, believe in that a little more and use that around you.
Yes.
You're not alone, if I may say. And I'm always here, of course. You have more questions, I'm here. But right now, today, I feel that
Yes.
this is the feeling I'm getting
Thank you.
from this relationship. All right. So
Thank you
stay
so much.
strong. 2021, you know, 2020 taught us a lot of things, what's important to us. And what I would say, as you know, with you and your relationship, I'm sure that your husband was able to see that, you know, it could be nice as well to be with you and to have someone stable, and, you know, and everything that you bring on the table. So
I
maybe, you
hope
know,
so.
it's maybe it's worth waiting a little more and see how things can move forward,
Oh,
and
yeah.
not to a divorce. That's what I'm
Oh,
believing. Yeah.
okay. Well,
All right.
whatever he wants, then I'll stay. Thank you.
That sounds very good. That sounds great, Bob. And now we
Thank you,
have,
Raphael.
we're supposed to kind of be ending this show, but I saw some new people that joined us, and I don't want to disappoint anyone and make sure that I really respond to everyone. So there was someone called Sakura Soul, who was with us a second ago. It appears, it disappears. So if you wanted to ask us a question and you're still around with us, you are very welcome asking a question. And also there is someone called Mo as well. That's not Bo, that it is Mo. Mo, are you around? I don't know. Who is Mo? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's someone. Yeah, I completely forgot you. I got confused with Mo and Bo, and so I don't know. Sometimes I'm doing so many things at the same time. I don't really. So there is someone behind Mo. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing? Welcome. Happy New Year. We can't hear you well. Can you try to maybe speak a little closer? Mm,
Better?
it's better. Say something. Say Happy New Year so we
Hello,
can
hello.
check.
Happy New Year!
Okay, we can hear you. If you put your microphone like that, we can hear everything, especially
Must
if
be
it's
my
distance.
headphones.
All right, sounds great. So what is your question today? What would you like to know? And I'm going to shuffle the cards and tell you what, okay, I can see you send me a message there. Yes, but if you can say it,
Yeah.
if you can say it to
Yeah.
all of us, yes.
Well, I'm in a kind of unique situation where everything is new. I've got a new job, new home life, and I just want to make sure that I've picked the right path. You know,
All
I was
right.
at a crossroads there, and I just want to be sure I'm heading the right way.
All right, sounds wonderful. I'm going to pick a crystal card to tell you kind of like where you're headed. What is your accent? I like it. It's different. I'm curious.
I'm from Ireland too, Belfast, though we're Northern Ireland. So,
All right, that's great.
so
Wonderful. That's great. Okay. I thought you were Scottish. I always get confused between accents, you know, in
yeah,
Ireland,
people do
Scotland,
though.
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit Scottish to me. But anyway, you're Irish. Okay, which is as exotic. So let me see with my card if you're on the right path with this new life and this new thing, you know, that's opening itself to you. So let me see the new path, the new way. You know, it seems that it's very good for you because the card that comes up is emotional healing. So the new job you took, the new way you took, it's very good for you. It's part of a lot of things were making you sad before. It feels that way. And where you are right now, it's a decision you took that was going to be good for you, for your heart, for your emotions, you know. So you're on the right path because, first of all, we're all on this planet to kind of heal something, you know, and to feel better. It's not perfect, unfortunately. When we were born, there's a lot of things to fix and then more things that add up. So there's always like crossroads and new ways that with new paths we take. The path you're on right now is very good for you to kind of clear all these emotions and maybe bad things that happened to you before, you know. So that's what it's going to bring to you, and also it's going to enable you as well, this new path, to bring limits around you on how people can, you know, get inside your heart or not. So it's a good, you're going to have to learn all that, and this is a new lesson you have in your life in this new path you chose. So it's very good, you know, it seems really, really good. And I see the card that comes up as well is animals. So I don't know if you like animals, but it's very much about animal spirits as well around you. Whenever you see a beautiful dog or cat or butterfly, start to kind of connect with the spirits a little more. They are here to show you a lot, and they have a lot to bring to you right now. So if you have a little dog, little cat, that would be great. Or sometimes a neighbor that has one and they come sneak in the kitchen and eat all the meat or whatever they find, you know. Sometimes cats do that. So let them in.
wee robin that visits me.
What do you have?
The bird, robin redbreast.
The robin what? Sorry? Oh, the bird.
Robin redbreast. They would come and visit.
Oh, really? A bird?
Yeah, you know the robins, the wee redbreast.
Yeah, I think so. And they come inside?
Just sit on the windowsill outside. But there's a whole wake of them.
Right. So animals are very good for you, I feel. And I feel that the outcome of where you are right now is that there's a sense of fertility. So you're creating something out of this past, you know, and that's a finality. I don't know. But that's where you're headed, to create something. There could be a sense of maybe a baby as well in there. Or
no, thank you.
You don't want.
No, thanks.
Okay, but there's a sense of birthing, you know, like a new birth, like a rebirth, something coming to you. So, and it will be okay. So it's this process you're on right now. It's very good. It's going to fix your heart, fix your emotions, and then the outcome of it is to create this new you. Actually, maybe you are the baby. You know, you are being reborn, if I may say. Yeah, you are becoming a new person. So it's a very good transition. It's excellent, actually, but it might be a bit challenging because there's a sense of it's a bit scary, you know, this new way.
That's it. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. That was
You're
lovely.
very welcome, and thank you for joining us, Mo. It was really, really great. Come back next Sunday. Stay with us.
Indeed.
I'm gonna answer. Yeah, it would be great. You could be a regular with us, and so I can hear your lovely accent every week.
Great.
And then,
great.
That would be really great. I would love to see you again. So now let's see who is hiding in my Zoom system, because I think I saw someone somewhere. I need to look. Let me click this gallery thing. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. There's somebody called Busayo that just joined us. I could see. So Busayo, if you want to ask us a question, you're very welcome. And welcome, first of all. I don't know if you can hear me, that you can hear us. I think that's going to be the last question of the day. Are you around?
Yes, I am. Good evening.
Yeah, you are. Hello, good evening. How are you? Happy New Year, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much for your talk. And 2020 came with a whole lot of challenges. What are we looking for? What should we be looking for concerning our career in 2021?
Sorry, can you say that again? You're looking for in which aspect of your life?
I'm talking about career-wise now.
Career-wise, okay, I get it. You know, I'm
Yeah.
French, and sometimes I'm like, you know, I hear all kind of like English, all kind of accents, and sometimes I have to focus a little bit to understand everything, whether it's from Ireland, from America, from England, from France. We all have different English accents, so I had to ask you to repeat. So let's see for your career, what is happening, what I can see for you. I'm going to check for 2021 and see a little bit for the first 3 months, how it's starting. So let me see how it's starting for you career-wise. Okay, so January, February, March. Let me see. You know what? It looks very good. Are you still there? Oh, your connection is not great, but your career looks very, very good from what I see.
I can hear you.
Yeah, so the career looks very good. I see money coming in. I see an investment coming, you know, from January. So there's a lot of money involved. There's a King of Coins, you know, that's you. The King of Coins, like the material world, the money, the investment. So I feel an investment that's coming in. There's money coming in, which is it's very, very positive. And then I see the Ace of Cups, which is a very good card as well. So something's being created. It really works. So you might either launch a business or launch a new concept that is very nice. There's a connection with something artistic as well. So it's a very, very nice concept that's coming in. There's an investment, there's money inside of this new concept, and people will like it. That's what I see. People will come to you. So that's something new, an investment that is starting, and then something that you're creating something, you're putting money into a new project, into something new, which is very good. And people are going to respond to it. There will be a very good response from the society, from the public. They will like it. So it's very positive. It's extremely positive. It's just only positive, basically. January, February, March, very good, I find, for you. Hello, are you still there? Did we lose you? I'm sure you could hear what I said. So it's very positive for you. I see that coming to you. I hope I was able to answer your question and bring a little more clarity. We are getting to the end of this show because it's past 15, and usually I finish like... Hello?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I don't hear you very well, but you know what? If ever
so much, I'm with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. And you know what? You can rewatch this on YouTube after that, after the show. It's possible to rewatch. So sometimes you missed a part, or you know, I said something and you're not sure you heard well, or you know, you didn't right. It can be rewatched, so that's great. You can watch it, you know, all the week, every day, play it again and again and again. Maybe not, but maybe just once and see the moment when I was talking to you. And also you can, of course, subscribe on my YouTube, youtube.com/RaphaelPsychic. It's very simple. It takes 1 second and you know when there's new shows and new thing. I wanted to tell you, Mattia, I'm sorry for the 18 number. I didn't get more things. I could feel this feeling of battles, and I didn't get more of that, but maybe I will get more tomorrow. Who knows? For this next show, Talk to Spirits on Monday. You should come, and maybe we'll dig a little more into that, into the number 18. And then somebody's telling us Happy New Year. I'm not sure who you are on Facebook, but I'm telling you Happy New Year too. Thank you for joining. Sometimes we don't always see who's sending me the message. I see there's a message, but I don't know who's sending it. So to whoever you are, thank you for saying Happy New Year. And then Dean on, I want you to say Dean on, how is it called? Periscope is saying, I want a medium reading. Dean, the medium reading are on Mondays with Talk to Spirits. The show is tomorrow. You are very welcome to join, and then we'll do more mediumship and Talk to Spirits. So thank you very much, all of you, for being here from every country, every accent, every style. It was a lot of fun today. We are starting the year with, you know, great energies. I wish you the best. And I really want you to be here next Sunday as well. It's a pleasure to be with you. And you take care. Have a great Sunday. Bye.
Raphael.
Yes.
So Elle said that he has moved on and that I should do the same. So I'm like, okay, I won't text him.
All right. You know what? Let's wait this week and see how things are going to move forward. And then we'll talk again next Sunday about it and see exactly what is happening. All right. So you take care. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.